Okay, today we're going to test the Mercedes ML500. Now, for 02, the ML series is now a 500 rather than a 430. Now, the ML500 is not your everyday SUV. Why? Well, one, it costs a lot. Two, it doesn't really look like it has the off-road capability as much as it has the on-road capability. What's it for? Well, I got a feeling it's more for people that drive every day on the road but want to have some off-road ability to take a trip. What better way for us to test this than Katie and I take it on a trip back road to Big Bear and the Butler Peak Fire Station. So what we're going to do is test the ML500 now, and then we're going to take it on a trip. The Mercedes new ML500 is the further continuation upward of the highly successful ML320 first introduced in 1997. Now, the 320's success was due to several good reasons. SUVs were, and still are, one of the hottest selling vehicle markets, and it was reasonably priced in the mid-30s, and it was, after all, a Mercedes-Benz. Now, the new 500 is everything that was great in the 320, plus more. More power, more features, and more money. Now, although the base 500 starts out at $44,950, our test vehicle included several packages that added another $7,100 to that, and it quickly took the as-tested price to $52,755. Now, all of this makes for quite a sporty package, and one that, if included on a drop-top convertible, would make for a really wonderful winding road tour. But what does all this do for the M-Class? Well, it actually makes it a pretty surprisingly wonderful winding road tour that has the added capability to also carve through some winding dirt turns pretty doggone good as well. Now, just because the M-Class has four-wheel drive with traction control and a two-speed transfer case, don't confuse this with a real off-roader like the G500 or the Toyota Land Cruiser. It's far too low to the ground and way too stiffly sprung for the serious stuff. But that's not the intention with the ML500. Its purpose is to provide an incredible amount of road performance along with some off-road capability in a touring machine able to carry 4 people and all their stuff for a long weekend's travels, and it fulfills that intention quite wonderfully. Now, in the traction control, while sometimes a nuisance, can at least be switched off for those nice dirt road slides. The leather seats provide the needed support as well as comfort for an all-day drive. The overall driving position is pretty good, and the Bose sound system is more than enough for most listeners' ears. The touch shift 5-speed automatic is a joy to use, allowing for either the leave it in D and let it shift for itself cruising, or the run to the red line times. Now, the shifting does take a little time to get used to, though, as in the shift-it-yourself mode, rather than reach the red line and have the ignition step in and keep it from over-revving the engine, the transmission merely shifts upward. So if you plan on leaving it in a particular gear going deep into a corner, just be sure that you don't reach the red line just upon entry. But you know, once you get used to it, it can actually be quicker to run through the gears by leaving it like that. Now, the ML was an absolute joy to drive on the highway, whether cruising the interstate or attacking the twisties. Its off-road capabilities were more than enough for the typical owner, and when keeping in mind its self-imposed limitations and true intentions, it handled the marginal dirt roads with ease. Now, where the Mercedes fell somewhat short of our expectations was in the overall build quality and the quality of the materials themselves. Mercedes of the past always seemed to be constructed out of materials and pieces far superior to others. The M-Class seems to be more of a Mercedes built from mostly ordinary parts. Now, while I find that sad, it may be the only way that the M-Class can be sold for as reasonable as it is. The good? Great power, great handling, fun shifting, and it comes with the perfect key. The bad? Not quite expected Mercedes-Benz quality of build and feel. The bottom line? An incredible touring machine able to carry 4 people and all their stuff, fast, far, comfortable, and still has some off-road capability.